it's Patmos, and nice of you to join me for the continuing adventures with our map 6 Maximum Garden Town in Ostriv. And yes, not all the gardens in this game are maxed out, but hey, look at how many max garden houses we have. It is so nice. And we got a couple of houses with some honey, not too much, but some. I cherish that, although this house is amazing, so I love that. And we still have a ton of work to do, and one of the things we have to do is make sure that here we get all these houses up and running, so that will be interesting. I also want to build some cart sheds, get a lime works there. We don't really have that many cart sheds yet, I think, at least, so let's find one. See, we have none actually, so we need to work our magic with some real transportation. And the question is, how can we do that in an optimal way? Well, right here I immediately see that we have some space open. So what if we try to do it a little bit like this, and then we fence this area off on two sides just to get the pathing a bit clearer, because I think that's nice. So we'll just do it a little bit longer, I think, so that we can actually plant some trees there. And it will get rid of some of the spaghetti roads here, and that is also something I would like. Alright, so there we go. And I'm actually going to speed these up a little bit so that we get them a bit earlier. Because then we can really put them to good use. Because I think in the end it is really worth having a good transportation system. And for having a good transportation system, you need these carts at some point. Not in the beginning. The carts in the cart parking will do fine. But a laborer has to go there. He has to make sure that he picks up a cart, and then he has to do his job, and then he has to deliver it back. And with these are just dedicated workers. They do nothing else than drive around with their cart, or ride around basically, because they can't drive it, it's not motorized. But ride around with their cart, and then they deliver all the goods. And I think I'm going to set one up just to deliver goods for all the production that we're doing. And the other one will be for all the other deliveries that we're doing. So one will just focus on delivering all the goods to all the construction sites, and that should give our constructors, because basically all the men that are building us those nice things are our constructors, it will give them a lot more time to actually do what we want them to do. Alright, let's buy another 1,000 iron. So that's basically what I'm at right now. We're gonna aim for some extra carts. Now, right now we need a lot of people, but that's for the farms, so don't worry about it too much. It's not like we don't have anybody available. They're all hiring up the farms to make sure that all this gets done. And with this new neighborhood, that gets done quick. So that should not be too much of a problem. Or at least it should go better and better with all these people here. Especially with these houses later on. That will really fulfill all the needs that we have here. I mean, we can already see that all the... Oh, there's just one open spot left. Well, that's way better than it was before. How are these doing? Not there yet, but we're getting there. So, yeah. Oh, I guess we should get some dried fruits now. Oh, we're gonna leave one for apples. That's what I remember, yeah. We're not gonna do that on that one. Alright, let me see. Can we slaughter some animals? Nope. Yes. Slaughter. Good. That means more hides for me. More leather, more shoes, more money. Well, that is an aim, so... the granary for all the booze is coming up. So all of our alcohol, all the different types will be in here for the tavern to get it. At least that's what I'm hoping. I mean, I know they will get it also from the market, I believe. And we do have a market stall selling it all now. So just getting a tavern here, or a granary here that also has everything, is going to be really helpful. Now this one can store 20,000 units of food. This one can't. Oh, this is emptied out and we're not buying it anymore. So let's get rid of it. That's good. This one will now... Beer. Mead and Horilka. And then we'll do 3,300, 3,300, 3,400. We'll tell them that basically anything can get it in here. And I think we should just put in one lady just so that it's there. And we'll see how that goes. But I hope we have enough laborers to start filling this up. If not, I will make a couple of ladies do it over the winter, because then we have probably quite a good number of ladies available. Not right now, they're way too busy with the harvest. But during the winter, I think we have a couple of ladies available that can do that. Now, the next thing up is the lime works. We are already filling... Oh, the lime kiln is done, actually. So, with the lime works up, we would be getting a lot of limestone. What do we have planned here? Ah, stone wells, because they need water for this as well, for this one as well. And it's just going to look nice, all those wells. Then we built 2 wells, then we get the cart shed for some real transportation. Now it all takes a bit of time, of course, because we want this area done as well. 2 more houses, it appears, with a garden. And then the rest will be these houses in the middle. How are we doing with the sheepies? Can we also... It's always a bit harder to see with the sheep. A ram 1 year, a ram 1 year, a ram 1 year. And that's it. So we'll leave 1 at least. Then we go here. There's already 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, look at that. That's gonna get me a lot of sheep hides. Yep, that one can go too. And that will grant us so many warm clothing in the end, because I think we have a lot of broadcloth. Yeah, 1,780. Now, I do forget with all my different towns, if I've already set it up correctly, this one is for cows, this one is for cows, this one is for sheep, but it's still set to 250. But with all the sheep incoming soon, we might just switch that out. Well, we'll see. Let's start selling some charcoal and some shoes. Let's make some money that way. The more money we make, the nicer it is. I wonder where all the iron is, by the way. Is that ship en route then? Ah, there it is. Rilka, and there comes the iron. I already thought we have bought like 1,000 iron. Where is it? But it's underway. Clothing? Nah. Sunflower oil. Yeah, why not? Let's make all the money we can while we can. And then later on we can do things differently. Soapworks is up. It works well. So the ashery is producing good amounts of lye. At least good enough so that we can get some soap going. I am quite happy with that. And the soap... We don't have a surplus of soap yet, but at least the soap we have should be transported and then sold. Yes. So it would be so that more and more people will stay a little bit more healthy because they have access to soap. That is one of the things soap does, making sure that people stay healthier. And who doesn't want to stay healthier? Alright, just a bit of wood incoming, and it's on its way. So here you can clearly see these guys got a cart from somewhere, and now they have to bring it all the way back to where they got it from, and then walk back to the work site, and that's a lot of time wasted. So, if we can fill this building up with a lot of workers and carts, they can do all the transportation for the construction sites, at least if they can keep up a bit. So we'll have to find out. Wow, speed 2.3 is really going fast. Let's go back to speed 2 for a bit. We have the working tavern, so that's working out. Do we already get some... Oh yeah, there's already some drinks in here, so that's good. The lady is picking some up. We can see the farms are not done yet, though. This one still needs to hire, so that's okay. These are working now on making the fruits into dried fruits. I have to like that, because I love the dried fruits and that they will stay good for very long. I guess we need to up the amount that we can store in the different granaries, or we won't be able to store it all. And oh, look at how much food and stuff we have. I like it. All right, let's go over here. Let's make this also 2,500. And then that gives these people the opportunity to get rid of all their dried fruits. Yeah, so we have one that should get real apples and the rest should now get dried fruits. Just for the flavor and for the idea. I mean, we don't really need the apples, but it's just fun. Special deliveries, no. Supply for construction. But there's no carts yet, so I'm gonna wait with the workers. Especially now they're still needed on the fields. As soon as that is over, we can put them in there. We can start to work, put some people in here. Now this is all industry. Basically this is like an L-shaped industry patch. And I intend to keep it that way. So I think we should do some more industries and stuff here. And then we can build more houses just over here. I guess that will be good. Ah, we have somebody in there. No quicklime for lime production. It's filled up with quicklime here. Go get it. Where is he? Oh, he's still going to work. He's not there yet. 500 water. Let's do 1,000 water and 1,000 quicklime that they can store. And the rest will be put into lime. He's now going to get it. Oh, there's apparently just 83 water in. Or can he only carry 83? I don't know. We'll see. The first quicklime is going to be brought in. This guy's smart. He goes out, picks a cart, get it, and then bid it back. That's really close together. I like that. Yep, there comes the first lime. We are producing our own lime. Now, I don't know if there's actually quicklime that we can get from some other places. If not, at some point we are to get some lime. Simply because we need to store it somewhere. But what I'm meaning to say is if we don't have... We'll run out of limestone ourselves. So we either have to import limestone, put it in the kiln, make it into quicklime, and then the limeworks can turn it into lime. Or we have to get some quicklime somewhere, and then turn that into something different. Whatever it is, we need storages to store everything. Alright, let's do it a little bit more decent, I guess. Let's put these in here to store all of that. And how many carts do we have in our cart shed? 4 already? Alright, people, go to work there. Oh, that'll be good. Now these can start to supply for construction. Still need a lot of men though. Are they still not done with the farm? No. Oh, they're taking their sweet time. This one is already done for a long time. So yeah, those houses here are needed. We need more and more workers. I guess just with the limeworks and 2 cart sheds, we've provided 15 adult male jobs. That's probably where the issue is. We're just generating too much adult male jobs and not enough people. So that can be a solution to things, making sure that we get more people in. And I guess that will be somewhat helpful. But we'll have to see. It's interesting. Guess we have to build more neighborhoods now. Well, now we focus on some housing. Messenger from Merefa, Hem Proclord. Yeah, we should produce that ourselves by now, so there should be no need for it. No stables, true. We have plenty of warm clothing already. Let's sell some buckwheat. Let's sell some sunflower oil. Lime, Not gonna sell any lime. Not gonna sell any flour. Oh, we're gonna sell some salt. 2,000 to be precise. That's even more money. I love it. Let's get this up to 5,000. Maybe, just maybe, we can raise the wages a little bit. Make our people a little bit more wealthy. Because we trade so much, we have so much money now. Why not? I mean, we're nice. Look at these. This is so cool. A lot of these honeybees next to the farm. So you would say, like, if the sunflowers and stuff grow, that will be very good for production. I think actually that there should be some buffs in game. Like when you have houses with gardens or you get some beehives and they're close to a farm or whatever, or close to other garden houses, that they should get a little bit increase in yield, because those bees will do a good job, of course. So that could be something. Those could be some like little flavor things they could add, or maybe that's something that modders can do at some point once the modding comes up. There is plans for making this game ready for mods, but that's just not anywhere close on the roadmap. But it should be there at some point. All right, we have 5 men, and they're all supplying resources. And they should be supplying it to the housing now. So this house will get a lot of its resources already. And we can see there's no builders in here, because that's the transportation guys doing that. So here, these are all the guys from the cart parking. And that makes this whole thing so much more efficient. Let me click the cart parking. Here you can see those are the guys from the cart parking. Because here they're building, and you can see all the builders are right in here. They're not in here. So this is so nice. Now this is of course very far away from all the resources, so it will take them a long time to actually do this. But now more and more people will simply be able to finish this. And that should speed up the whole construction process. So maybe we should do this one also for regular deliveries and for supply for construction, both. And then I guess we just need to add more later on. Maybe not straight right now, but later on we do. Oh, look at this. These are done. So the farming is in. We still have a lot of jobs, though. The hay barracks are filled, so that we won't get into trouble there. That's always something to check. Make sure you have your hay barracks filled, because if they don't do these jobs anymore and you run out of hay, we have some serious problem with our animals. So make sure that that doesn't happen. That's one of the fun parts with Ostriv. I mean, it's a very nice, relaxing city builder, but you do have to keep your eye on things. It's not like you can just slack off and do whatever you want. No, you need to keep your eyes on things. But even while doing that, this is so much fun and so relaxing. I really like it. All right, let's get another garden house up here. A big garden house that will also get rid of some of the road spaghetti here. I guess that's good. I mean, I get it that a lot of people don't really like this, and I would love to see this being more filled in, so that it's just one big road in the end. But I'm just probably not building very efficiently with all these big roads in here. And we have no decos up whatsoever. I think I want a lane of big trees here. Like these really big trees. This is going to fill up the whole picture of the street for quite a bit, because these are the big trees. I mean, if we take the birch trees, for instance, they're much smaller. But I think this will generate a very nice, cool-looking long street here. I'm actually quite happy that we managed to make this into one very long street. Now, usually it is in a way that if you do all this planting like this, there will be a lot of people planting trees now from the foresters. So it could well be that at some point we kind of run out of wood or firewood, because they're only busy with all these trees. That is not a bug in game or something like that. It's just a prioritization thing. The people are prioritized to plant these trees that you specifically plant, to do that first. It can well be that if you put a foresting zone up next to a forester, that they will not do that, but still cut the trees. They will prioritize the planting that you do specifically first. Then they will do the needs of the people. So make sure that you have and firewood and wood and some bark and stuff. And then they will start to plant those planter fields. So it's not a bug or whatever if you run out of stuff because you have just planted a lot of trees. It's just a prioritization in the game, and you have to deal with it. So either you make sure you stockpile enough wood so that you have the time to do a lot of planting, or you should pace the planting a bit and not just plant 100 trees yourself quickly, because that will get you into trouble. Alright, let's see. Wool turned into broadcloth. I like it. I think at some point we're going to need another fulling mill though, because oh wow, we have a lot of wool here, but it doesn't count in the storage. That's interesting. And, oh, we get this up soon. Nice. There will be the second one. Look at this. They're already building the second house now. They probably have not done any resource deliveries. They got most of it already. Maybe just the thatch. But that's probably it. And then that's all done. And with the second one in, I think we're good. The second cart shed. Alright. There comes the winter. Plenty of hay and stuff. Plenty of big houses. This area still looks... I do like the different areas. Like this area is feeling very much like a very nice, cool community where people really interact with each other and live with each other. These are all the people that mind their own business in the huge gardens. Here we have all the industries. Not that handy though, because we don't have all the jobs available here or all the people there. That's why we also built this cool neighborhood in the middle of the farming area. It's almost like a cold area or something like that. And these people just will work all around them in the farms and on their own fields. So that will be nice. And the house is almost ready. And oh, they are doing some deliveries, but not too many. Guess these people are also out to take a rest. Yep, 2 are going to work and 1 is resting. So there's only 2 delivering the goods. And they have to get the wood from somewhere and then deliver it there. So that is partly why it's not working. We have no firewood stored in here, by the way. I don't like that. But yeah, we have... Look at how many vacancies we have. That's not normal. No more job creation after this shed. Just houses, 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 houses. Maybe we should do a little housing community here too. But it's close to the charcoal pits and I don't really want that. We'll leave this open for some industry or we'll build a big park. And then maybe we can do a little housing community right here. Again. They will be able to go to these jobs and these jobs, so that will be good. Or we build something up here. That could also work. We wanted to serve the middle island for some row houses. I don't think we have everything. We have the bricks. Do we have glass? Window glass? Yeah. Oh. I guess we have everything for some row houses here. And if we build them right here, like along the line here, then they can do all these jobs here. That could actually work. Alright, let's sell some salt. Deal. No, we're not going to sell anything else. Do we need to buy something? Nope. Alright. I actually think it might work if we start to build the row houses up on the slab of land here, because it is not quite flat. So we need to build it a little bit up. But then we might just get a lot of people in there. Or maybe we can do some row houses down below here. Yeah, it says uneven terrain here. That's the issue. We get up there, it works. Question is, do we need the 2 or the 3? I think we're gonna do an outer layer of 2, and then we can do an inner layer with 3 stories. Row house, store, and 2 floors, yes. Warning, no market stalls close by. No, that's true, because the market stall is in this building. So why would I bother with it? We need to start with a corner house, of course. Somewhat like this. And then we'll rotate it a bit like that. Yes, and there we're gonna go with a house with a store in it. Oh, I think this will be lovely. Let's make sure they actually attach. There we go. Then we do one with an arch in so that the people can actually walk in and out. Okay. Those will be the first 3, but we'll do the one with the store first. Just to ensure that we have the store there and that we can use that and that nobody will starve or anything. And I guess... no, that was the wrong button. We have to build a well here too. To make sure that they don't get they don't die of starvation from water. Luckily, people, of course, in this little village can't die. They'll just leave, but okay. Alright, more carts. No special deliveries, just regular deliveries and supplying for construction, but I want this one filled up for 75%. And no, this one, this is okay. They'll fill them up quite good anyways. And yep, they already delivered quite a bit of resources here. Some might be delivered by these guys. See, supplying. So they still need to supply some themselves, but not everything. It's just because of the long distance that it is not really that efficient. Okay, let's see. The first cart's already brought in. Let's put in 3 males so that they can start to use those carts at least on a rotation system. And I think some of those carts will be brought in fairly quickly. Should not take them too long to build those. See, carts. There's already another cart being built. There's number 2. They just need to deliver it. Very good. Ah, this family's out of firewood. That's an issue. Oh, I don't think these can actually reach the market, can they? Yeah, I think they should be able to. There's firewood in here, but they're selling it all. Is there firewood in here now? Ah, they're finally getting some deliveries. Alright, let's sell some firewood in here. And let's just make a stall just for firewood, because you don't want to run out of firewood in your town. Alright, this might work, and then if the firewood's actually in here, they can quickly get it, so that should be okay. So far it's only one house in the whole town that ran out of firewood, so that could just be unlucky. Yep, now they're gonna get some firewood, so that's okay. That's solved. I'm actually really thinking we should move up one of these. Get it done a bit quicker, and then they can actually help out. I mean, there's a lot of jobs here. And here, I guess, at some point. Maybe at some point it can help if you kick out some people and then put new people in, because then the closest will go to work here. That can sometimes work and help. Can't be too sure, but it can work. Ooh, how much booze do we still have? We have no beer. We have 1500 horilka. And we have 1500 mead. Okay, so we still have good numbers. But it might be worth at some point to change it. Alright, that comes in more wood. So that's from the carter. Very good. Here comes another house. Building the inside layer of housing now. Do these already have the carts that they need? Well, 3 at least. So let's get all the workers in. Ah, we have a couple of ladies looking for a job as well. Okay, that's not too bad. The thing is, though, we have no lady jobs here, I guess. Not a lot, at least. No, they can't do the tanner as well. Can't work in a slaughterhouse. Well, sometimes you can just put in some extra hands here and there, so that all the ladies will have an occupation and they will no longer be looking for a job. Same could be here, but I don't think it works for right here. Or these, yeah, these all might have a job now. So that could make the difference. Yep. Only men. Well, it's not that bad. As soon as we get to the sowing season, they will all be put to work anyway. Hope they can sow quickly, though. Now, there's still nobody from the building site delivering goods here, so this is all done. All of this is already brought in by the cart sheds. Happy, happy, happy. Ah, there comes more, but this house is done now, so this is probably also done with workers that are going to build it later on. This should bring another family. This should bring in 3 and a store. Or 2 and a store, I don't really know. Ooh, these also need to fill up. How much firewood do we have? 42,000. Well, that should be enough. I guess. Should it? Yes, it should. I think we might get another firewood shed here. Or we build a forester here, so that these forests can go. Oh, but then I'm still creating jobs all the time and we don't have the people to do all the jobs. That's an issue. So I should stop trying to make as many jobs as possible without getting the time to get the people in. So let's keep going for now. We need this house up. All the resources are being brought in. New family settling in town. That's a great family. Lots and lots of people. There, they're coming in the woods. And then they'll see this magnificent town laying there with all of its houses, big gardens, and then they come to one of the few houses without a garden. I hope they're still happy with it, but, well, that's up to them. And now the resources get in here. There's actually nobody. Ah, there they all are. Alright, supplying resources, getting a cart back. Going to the construction site. That means that he's going to do some building. These are all present now. And now we have 4 ladies looking for a job. So these are ladies that are looking for a job. And as soon as the sewing starts, they'll have a job. They will have a job later on in here. We could actually just tell them to do 3, apply to all. That should lower the amount of people looking for the job. Yep, it's completely gone now. So that works too. Sometimes you just play around with the numbers a bit, making sure that you provide all the jobs. Because, of course, if we don't provide the jobs, we will have a problem in the end. Because then we can't get new people in. Now we can, because we have everybody provided with a job. I guess we can already set up the forester here, though. We just need to make sure that 1 or 2 of those row houses are built so that we have the men here that would actually do that job. I think that's just the way to go. Right, let's build a well there too. Are they now really bringing... Oh, wow, they're already bringing good amounts of resources here. I like it. They need to stone in, but all the stone is in, so they can start with the foundation. Then some work, then some wood and nails. Those are in too. Then we need some brick, some lime, and some sand, but that's in too. So I think we can already do quite a bit of construction, even though not all the resources are there. Not bad. Now these all need to be... Yeah, these need to be filled. That one needs to be filled at some point, so... Can use the jobs there. This one is completely full. Storage is full. How much can you store? Alright, we're going to set this to 4,000. So that we don't get too much in there. Because now they can't do anything until the brockcloth's taken out. And we're getting close to the max of that. So that is a little issue. Oh, this one is working well. Guess we need the storages up then at some point. Choices, choices. We have so many things to do, so little time. But we'll get it done. Just don't know when. Sometimes it's just good to be silent and watch this game. Watch them all work. Watch this. See the windmill spin. See the snow. It's so amazing. As we're getting up to a new spring. Nice. 14 years in the game. 424 people in our village. I love it. There we are, another house. Zorion and Katarina are getting married and living in this house. Well, they're welcome. Get in, no problem. So we're gonna get to the row house. Oh, look at how much is already delivered. Still needs a lot more, so probably most of them will also start supplying now, but that should go fast. Alright, well, how that's gonna look, we'll see next time, because for now, this is all for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to them. And then, of course, I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.